When the girl woke up, she saw a strange man lying next to her. She knew something was off, so she hurried to get dressed and got ready to leave. However, the scheming concubine had already arrived with the emperor. She accused the girl of being the emperor's concubine yet staying alone with another man. Since the emperor hated being betrayed the most, he didn't let the girl defend herself, ordering both of them executed. The scheming concubine smiled triumphantly. As long as the girl died, she could take the empty concubine spot for herself. Soon, the girl was choked by a white silk ribbon and couldn't breathe. Just as she felt hopeless, she saw many bullet comments floating in front of her. They urged her to yell that the scheming concubine had framed her. Though confused, at this life or death moment, the girl chose to trust them. She shouted with all her strength that the scheming concubine had set her up. Hearing this, the emperor stopped in his tracks. He turned back and asked why she'd said that. But the girl froze, she had no answer either. Just as the emperor grew impatient, the bullet comments floated again, urging her to mention the maid, the incense, and the door lock. The girl immediately repeated those clues. At that moment, the scheming concubine's face turned pale. The girl explained that it was exactly the scheming concubine's maid who had led her to this room. That maid had lit dizzying incense to make her lose consciousness, then locked the door from the outside so she couldn't leave. The scheming concubine anxiously tried to interrupt, but the girl stood firm, begging the emperor to investigate. The emperor immediately sent the imperial doctor to check the ashes in the incense burner. Sure enough, there was a strange spice in there. A eunuch also confirmed the door had been bolted from outside, and no one inside could have done that. Just then, a servant rushed in to report that a maid had just died in the scheming concubine's palace. Furious, the emperor ordered the maid's body brought over. The moment she saw the maid's face, the girl recognized her as the one who had led her there. The scheming concubine insisted she had nothing to do with it, but the emperor was deeply disappointed. He ordered all her allowances revoked and confined her to the cold palace. Trembling with relief, the girl realized how close she had come to death. But when she tried to sneak out, the emperor stopped her and grabbed her neck tightly. The girl had no idea what she'd done wrong again. She saw the bullet comments floating by quickly. It turned out the emperor suspected this was all her scheme, to use him against another concubine. The comments told her not to resist, but to play weak and beg for mercy. The girl immediately sobbed and said it really hurt. The emperor softened and released her right away. Seeing this, the girl blamed herself for being so stupid that she got framed. It was the emperor's arrival that truly gave her the courage to speak up. The emperor stared at her silently. As soon as he left, the girl's legs gave way and she fell to her knees. However, she found that the bullet comments were actually arguing. Some praised her for changing her fate, but many more were pessimistic, because they knew the girl would die again soon.